Whoa! All right, I was on mute really quick. But welcome back, everybody, to Soul Untapped. It's been a minute since we've done this live. I got some pre-recorded shows before. So, hello, everybody watching live at home. I am your host, B. As usual, we're going to start with if you're not following us on the socials yet, what are you doing with your life? Why haven't you started? Let's get to it now. Facebook.com/Solatree. Instagram @Solatree_. Do not forget that underscore. And you can also find us on Spotify and Apple Music, where we can catch this show later on, and you can catch previous shows, as well as on YouTube, where you can catch Soul Untapped, Soul at Home, Soul for Soul, all the good things that Solatree brings you. So tonight we have somebody super special, actually from Canada. She is gorgeous. She is talented. Got to check her out. You're definitely going to love this show. So without further ado, after hyping all of her up, Prado, how are you doing tonight, gorgeous?
Hi everyone, thank you so much, B and my Soul Tree family for having me. I'm doing good. I'm ready.
Of course, of course. So what's up? Let's get to talking. What's been going on with you?
So I've been, back and forth from the studio, trying to, how do you say it in English? Like aprovechar mi tiempo, like to oh my God, why am I blanking? To make the most of the time that I have. Now being home and everything, I've been working a lot on music. I got a lot of new music coming, so that's what I've been doing. Yeah.
Yeah, you got Fuego coming out. What is that
I
like?
got Fuego coming out. Yes. Yeah, no,
Is
it comes out Thursday. Thursday,
there,
April 1st.
you listen, when you put your post, you can't put dates anymore. I don't know what day it is, any day of the week. So I'm over here thinking
I feel you. I feel you.
Friday. So
Yeah.
like, let's talk, because we were literally just having this conversation when we got on air. How since you're over there and you said Toronto, right?
In Toronto, yeah.
Okay, so like you guys are still dealing with the pandemic a lot differently than we are here.
Yes.
How has that impacted your music, your creative process, being
hmm
able to do anything along those lines?
Yeah, so it's definitely impacted, a lot because of the fact that there have been no live performances for, around a year now. And studios have been closed for a really long time. So that, stops us from recording. And I know for Fuego, it's been, about almost 2 years working on this track just because of when COVID, first hit, everything was closed for months. So we had to put that on pause. And it's been hard, not only for like artists, but I feel for everybody. It was such like a curveball in such, small time. We had to adapt to staying home, to not seeing our family, not seeing our friends. It's definitely something that we had to get used to, but as long as we're keeping safe, keeping healthy, that's what counts.
Yeah, for sure, most definitely.
Yeah.
Do you feel like anything during this pandemic has inspired your music at all?
I feel like being alone definitely has inspired my music just because I was able to zone in on who I was and who I am when I'm not with anybody. When you're with people, you try to be, the most fun, the most energetic, but it's not that, like, that's not the case a lot of the times when you're alone, it's different. So I definitely found out who I was. I found out more about myself, and I feel like that's just made me stronger in a way, which I'm thankful for sure.
Nice, nice, very nice.
Yeah.
I want to take it back, like back.
Awesome.
When did
Yeah,
you
yeah.
like? When would you like? Oh shit! I got some vocal cords.
Okay, so I grew up in a very musical family, My father was a professional musician back in Cuba, and so was my grandfather. So I've been singing since I was small. And I remember when my first memories of music was my parents bought me a Bratz microphone. It was like a Bluetooth microphone. I don't know, maybe I was like 4 or 5, and my dad connected it to this boombox that he had, and he was like, "Oh, like cántame algo, like sing something." And I was like, "Oh, what do I sing?" So I was like, "Twinkle, twinkle, little star." And since then I've just loved singing. I've always sang. I used to sing myself to sleep because I just couldn't fall asleep, like just too much energy. So I would sing for hours until I fall asleep. And singing has always made me feel, happy, and like made me feel my best. So I've definitely been singing for as long as I can remember.
That's pretty dope. What was
Yeah.
the first time you ever like performed like live? Say it was like school show or anything like
hmm So it was around grade 5 when Instagram just like started, being like popular. And I was like, "Mom, like I really want Instagram. Can I download Instagram?" And she's like, "We'll make a deal. You sing at your school's talent show, and then you can download Instagram." So I was like, "Okay, fine." And since that day, I've loved performing. Like, forget about Instagram. I like since I stepped on that stage, I never wanted to get off. I love it. Just from then I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. And yeah.
Oh my God. I'm mad that you really just said grade 5. That's when Instagram started for you. You just made me feel old. And I'm
No.
like,
No. You used to
Jesus.
sing Cielito Lindo. Yeah.
So what was that song that you sang?
That was a song my grandfather would always sing to me and with me. He's not here with us anymore, but I feel him everywhere I go. And they used to call him Prado, and my dad, they would call him Prado too. And because they're not, musicians anymore, I feel like it's my turn to be Prado. So I definitely feel them with me all the time.
Yes,
So
take the crown. May he rest.
yeah, yeah.
So when did you start like doing things professionally? Like, okay, I'm gonna go hit
hmm
you. I'm gonna record a track. When did that come about?
So the first song I ever released was in grade 9. So I was 14 turning 15. And it was just a sad like breakup, the average breakup song. Like what do I know in grade 9 about breakups? But anyways, it's that was my first song, and then from there I was like, wow, like this is an experience, I want to feel it again. So then I went to recording Satisfied, which I recorded with Melvin, who's another really talented singer here in Toronto. And from then I've been doing workshops and going to the studio, writing a bunch of writing sessions and everything. And then I was like, okay, now I'm going to take everything professionally. I put 2 songs out, so let's keep going. And here I am working on my own EP that hopefully should be out next year, early next year. And yeah, that's where
Oh,
that's going.
wait. I'm letting the audience know now. You know, I'm putting you on blast, ma'am.
Yeah, let's go.
On blast, Miss Mama. So we're only getting one song tonight, guys. Unfortunately, right? But she's keeping it from us. Her unreleased tracks. We let
Yeah,
it because we know they're good. We
yeah.
to take the tea.
I
She's
can't
on
show
time,
them yet. Yeah,
and you gotta wait for Fuego on Thursday.
on Thursday,
Thursday, April 1st.
April 1st. Yeah,
Could you give everybody your social so they can follow you the same way I am and they don't mix
yeah,
up because
for
they're literally
sure.
gonna be all messed up in the game.
Yeah, for sure. So you could find me on Instagram and YouTube at Prado Music Official, on Twitter at T Prado Music, and then what else do we got? And Facebook at Prado Music. Yeah.
All right, and any streaming platforms that we can find you on.
All my streaming platforms are Prado Music. So they're everything. I'm on Amazon, Apple Music, Spotify, anywhere you could find my music.
Everything. So you have no excuse, everybody.
Yeah, exactly. No excuse.
So you said that you've been doing writing sessions. You know, I'm a writer myself, so I've always
Yeah.
interested in how people, how their creative process works. So take
hmm
me through a journey. You know what? Let's say, for example, Henny again, which we will be
hmm
listening to tonight.
Yes.
Super excited for. Let me know how
hmm
writing for that one went.
Yeah, so this one was definitely something super different. I remember I was in the shower and I was like, like humming something, and I was like, oh, like, that's pretty catchy. Is it a song? And then I asked my dad, I was like, Dad, like, have you heard this before? And he's like, no, like, I haven't heard it. And I was like, it's mine. I'm taking it. I'm taking this one now. So then I went to my basement and I started writing something, and it was called Liquor again at the beginning. And I was like, sounds kind of country. So I wrote it in like an hour and a half, which is something that's never happened before because usually I take, like 4 or 5 hours to write a song. And, not that I've been in this situation before, but I like when I write, I take my life experiences and alter them a little bit just so that one, they're more dramatic, and two, that, other people may have felt them too. So this one took an hour and a half to write, about 2 hours. And then I texted my producer and we FaceTimed at like 1:30 a.m. and I was like, I have the song. I'm gonna send you over rough tracks so we can make a demo and see like if we're gonna use it. Then the next week we went to go record it and it was out 2 weeks later. So that was really cool. I was really proud of that one. It's the first one that I wrote alone by myself, and it was really cool. It was definitely a cool experience for sure.
Ooh, now we're even more excited for that one. All right. So like now, you said you sent it over to your producer. So along with that song and other songs, how do you go about choosing all of your instrumentals, your beats? Kind
hmm
of polishing up the songs after you've written them.
Yeah. So Henny again is something different. It's more of like a trap R&B type vibe. So that was all the produce. Like obviously myself and the producer we like figured out what we wanted to do, and he's very talented. His name's Chris Gray. You can find him on like Instagram. And so we created that, and then my dad also came along because he's a musician, so he definitely, gave us his input. But compared to my new songs, I have like a different sound, so it's more R&B Latin, so more live instruments rather than doing everything on the computer. And my dad plays a big role in that for sure, because he plays in my songs, which is something that's like super cool to have him there with me doing my music. So he definitely, oh, like we should put this, oh, on Cuban music, we have this. What do you think, Teresa? Do you like it? I definitely have like the last say on it, but he's just a big part because he's been in the industry for so many years. So I value everything he has to say, everything he says, I take into consideration, and the producer as well. It's a fun journey. Like it's fun. I love creating new tracks. It's fun. It's an experience.
Of course, and big shout out to
Yeah.
Prado, doing the thing.
Big shout out to him.
I love it.
Yeah.
So how does family and culture tie into not just your process but the music that you play?
Yeah,
Because
so I come from
on IG, so I know that plays some part in it.
yeah. So I come from a Cuban and Italian family. My mom is Italian and my father's Cuban. So Spanish was my first language growing up. So I always listened to Spanish music, especially like traditional Cuban music. Um, but my favorite genre is R&B. I love that bluesy, that soul. So I was like, how can I make my music me and different from other people? And I was like, okay, I've never heard anybody do Caribbean type R&B, especially Cuban Caribbean type R&B. So how do I explain it? My sound, like the sound that I'm trying to, portray, is definitely something I haven't heard before. So I want my sound to be something like when you hear it, it's like, oh, that's Prado. I know she's that Cuban girl. Oh, that's Prado. Yeah, I know Prado. So I'm definitely trying to make it something different for sure.
Yes, I love that. I love that you're trying to
Yeah.
break boundaries, do something
Yeah.
different, like really stand out, and it shows. And your voice is beautiful,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
of course. And on that note, I got some more questions for you. We're not going to close the show just yet,
Mm-hmm.
but on that note,
Sounds good. Sounds good.
I'm sure everybody at home at this point is itching to hear Henny again.
Henny again for sure.
Lubricate the vocals and let's do this.
Let's go. All right. Okay, you gotta let me know if the volume's good because I'm using two laptops right now. One more sip, a little sip.
All good. Prep.
Awesome. All right. Is the volume good?
I think you're good.
All right. So. Hold on. Thought that I was okay until my phone it showed your name. I took the tap off and poured a little more. And I told myself I wouldn't plan, but that burn in my throat, it missed me again, 'cause it solved all of my problems when you left. And I know that I ain't easy to love, and you know that I gave you all that I could, so please go. I don't wanna touch another bottle. You're making me like it all over again. Got two empty bottles right under my bed. Boy, you made me touch the Henny again. They say that drunk words are sober thoughts, and I catch myself calling your name a lot. I thought I'm healed, but this I was sent too much. I know that I ain't easy to love, and you know that I gave you all that I could, so please go. I don't wanna touch another bottle. You're making me like it all over again. Got 2 empty bottles right under my bed. Boy, you made me touch the Henny again. You held me so bad, and now I'm on them. Don't know if it's love or if I'm just so dumb. You're making me like it all over again. You're making me like it all over again. Got 2 empty bottles right under my bed. Boy, you made me touch the Henny again. You're making me like it all over again. Let me pause that before other music starts playing. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Let it play. Let it play. Let it play. Please,
Thank you so much.
I like that song.
Thank you.
And the fact that you wrote that in an hour and a half, like, go.
Yeah. Thank you.
What up, David? Yes. So, do you have a name for the EP that you want to tease us with, or is that under wraps too?
So, I have 3 ideas. I don't have the name yet. Like, I can't commit to a name. I'm like, I like this one, but tomorrow, like yesterday, I was like, I like this one more, and tomorrow I'll be like, I like this one more. So I got to pick out of a hat.
And I got to say, I do appreciate the time and dedication you're putting into it, despite the fact that we have to wait a whole year for it. I'm trying to not bother you over that. What can we expect from the EP? Like,
so you can definitely
vibes. What are we getting?
So I have a lot of, like I said, Cuban Caribbean elements in there, and there are definitely some big girl songs. I want to make my music not for a mature audience, but I talk about some like sex, alcohol, a lot of that stuff. So it's definitely something different, especially for me because I've used to always sing sad songs like I miss you, I want you back, please come back, but now I'm like, fuck you, I don't need you anymore. Oh, you can swear on this, I don't know if you can swear on this, but yeah. But yeah, it's definitely something different, and I hope you guys like it as much as I do, for sure.
All right, I'm sure we will. So we got Fuego coming out Thursday. Can we expect any more tracks coming out this year before the EP?
Yes, for sure. You can expect one around May, the middle of May, for sure.
All right, because I know, like, I'm not even gonna ask, and you could just cut me off and be like, hey, you don't, you can. I doubt, though, with the the state of the pandemic, especially where you're at, visuals aren't really gonna be a thing just yet.
It's something we're working on. Just because everything is closed, people aren't working. It's hard. You can't go to certain places without masks, and I don't want to do my video, in a mask for sure.
Listen, if Chloe and Halle made a tennis court work for them for an entire year,
exactly.
Figure something.
No, for sure. We definitely got to be creative, for sure. 100%. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, but
yeah,
Prado, it's really been a pleasure having you.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been so fun.
Family, thank you for taking the time. I know you just came out of another.
You
are booked, busy. You are making music, and we really can't wait to see everything else you're going to be coming out with. Before we end,
thank you so much.
Want to say to the audience?
Thank you guys so much. I've been reading your comments. I'm trying to look at the screen and read at the same time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and for supporting. And I know you guys follow me on Instagram too. So again, thank you so much. And B, thank you for having me. Sultry, thank you guys so much for having me too. It's been fun.
Of course. Once again, we are, pleased to have you part of the family. Pleased to see the process. I'm a very impatient person, especially when I like an artist, but I'm impatient. Thursday, I got Fuego.
Patience is key. Let's go.
And
yes, for sure.
Everybody, thank you for tuning in to Soul Untapped. Once again, we won't be back until June, but when I tell you we have big things coming, we have big things coming. So stay tuned for all those exciting events. However, we do have Soul for Soul, hosted by my girl RK, featuring Poetry Queen on April 8th. So tune into that. The vibes, what it's going to be, where to find us. Don't play. Don't act like you don't know. Prado, I'm going to still thank you one more time. You lit up.
Thank you again. Thank you so much.
All right, everybody at home, have a great night. Take care, and we will see you in June. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.